Ladies and gentlemen, gather round, because the British tabloids just got their wig snatched clean off, and baby Pierpaolo Piccioli was the stylist. Yes, you heard me right. The creative director of Valentino just dropped a truth bomb so heavy it left half the British media gasping for air in their newsroom lattes. See, Meghan Markle, Meghan, Duchess of You Can't Touch This, stepped out at Paris Fashion Week for Balenciaga's Spring-Summer 2026 show, looking like a modern-day goddess dipped in black and white perfection. And of course, within 5 minutes, the press started convulsing. "Oh no, she looks happy again. Quick, say she got paid." By sunrise, there were headlines screaming that Meghan earned $1 million just to attend a show. Because apparently the idea of Meghan Markle doing something purely out of passion or friendship is harder for them to comprehend than arithmetic at a tabloid staff meeting. But while the press was foaming, the truth was already out there, and it came straight from the fashion king himself. Now, according to the gossip mills, and by gossip mills I mean people whose only source is their imagination and a stale croissant, Meghan was supposedly paid a cool $1 million to grace the runway seats. That's right, apparently Meghan sneezes and gets a check. She blinks and someone wires her money. It's the fantasy economy of tabloid journalism, 100% fiction, 0% evidence. You had sites like Wonderwall, the Royal Observer, and something called Mandatory, which, let's be honest, sounds like a deodorant brand, all pushing the same copy-pasted nonsense about insiders and secret contracts. No receipts, no statements, just vibes and venom. But then, boom, Pierpaolo Piccioli entered the chat, and suddenly all that tabloid confidence melted faster than butter in a Paris cafe. In an interview with The Cut, Pierpaolo calmly set the record straight, and it was delicious. He said, and I quote, "She reached out and said she'd love to come to the show. There was no strategy or big orchestration. I didn't tell anyone she was coming because I wanted it to stay a surprise." And just like that, poof! $1 million lie turned into a one-sentence obituary for the tabloid's credibility. Pierpaolo basically told them, "Relax, she didn't invoice me, she just showed up because she's fabulous." He even described it as a beautiful moment, focused on empathy, transformation, and rebirth. Meanwhile, back in London, the royal gossip gremlins were gnawing on their keyboards, wondering how to spin it. And this right here is what truly terrifies them. Because if Meghan's presence isn't paid for, isn't a PR stunt, and isn't about rebranding, then what's left? Respect, influence, talent. Those are words the British tabloids haven't printed next to Meghan's name since 2018. They can't handle the idea that she can walk into any room on earth, royal, Hollywood, or haute couture, and command it with her own power. No palace, no title, no permission slip from Buckingham. Just Meghan, living, glowing, and ruining clickbait narratives, one outfit at a time. Now, let's just visualize the newsroom chaos for a second. Picture a Daily Mail editor at 3 a.m., pacing with a half-eaten scone, muttering, "She can't just go to Paris. Quick, someone say she's doing PR damage control." Meanwhile, Pierpaolo's in Italy, sipping espresso like, "No, babes, she texted me. We've been friends. She wanted to come. It's not that deep." The tabloids. But she smiled too confidently. Pierpaolo. "Yeah, that's called joy. You should try it." It's giving delusional meets, desperate. A full-blown press meltdown because Meghan dared to be classy on her own terms. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow's headline reads, "Exclusive. Meghan Markle breathes without palace approval, experts concerned. But beyond the comedy, there's something real here. This pattern of questioning everything Meghan does, of rewriting admiration into suspicion, it's the media's favorite trick. They can't fathom that her success is earned, not engineered. She's not chasing relevance, she is relevance. She doesn't need validation, she creates it. And Pierpaolo's interview shattered that entire illusion. He didn't just defend her, he humanized her. He reminded the world that Meghan's not a marketing machine. She's a person who builds connections, collaborates with creatives, and moves through the world with authenticity. And that's what truly scares them, because they can't control authenticity. So let's wrap this up with a little sparkle of truth, my loves. Pierpaolo Piccioli didn't just debunk a rumor. He exposed a system, one that profits off doubting women like Meghan. The tabloids screamed transaction, but the truth was collaboration. They saw a price tag, but it was actually respect. And maybe that's what unsettles them most. Meghan doesn't fit their script anymore. She's not the villain, not the victim, and definitely not the paid attendee. She's the main character. She doesn't need a contract to make an entrance. She is the moment. And as Pierpaolo said himself, in fashion, real surprises are rare, and this one was beautiful. So here's to Meghan, the Duchess of Authenticity, and to Pierpaolo, the patron saint of shutting down lies. And as for Pierpaolo Piccioli, King Pierpaolo, if you will, thank you for ending the circus with one elegant quote. You didn't just debunk a rumor, sir. You gave the press a reality check in couture. Meghan didn't need to be paid to shine. She is the shine. Because sometimes, darlings, the most powerful paycheck is peace of mind, and the quiet satisfaction of watching your haters eat their own headlines. And that's tea, silk, and Valentino, my loves. Until next time, stay radiant, stay sharp, and remember, when you're authentic, you don't need a check. You are the check.